Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zara Bizak. Come to save the Muslims and help them leave Islam and save the best for last. It's a song long time ago. It used to come on MTV. Can't remember the female singer's name. Sorry about that. So here we are back to save the Muslims, seeing the results of this contradiction here, right? Where is it? No, this is Surah, right at the end. Surah 79, ayat 27. Everything should be easy for Allah, right? But here we have in Surah 79, ayat 27, what are you the more difficult to create, or the heaven above? Allah hath constructed it. And then against this, as I remember that it is easy for Allah, Google search the ayat. So I went to Quran.com, or which other site? No, this is another website. So Surah 29, ayat 19, Sahih International Translation says, have they not considered how Allah begins creation and then repeats it? Indeed, that for Allah is easy. Indeed, that for Allah is easy. So it is on creation, Allah originating it without any thought, contemplation, anything, bid'ah, as we say in Arabic, right? So then, what's the result of this contradiction between these two ayats? Very easy ayats. I don't want to say even a donkey can see this, because I don't want to insult a donkey. He's after all an animal. He can't speak. Why should I insult? But your Allah seems to insult donkeys. In Surah Juma for sure, telling the Jews they're like donkeys with books, on the backs of the donkeys. But I don't want to insult. Be like this Allah, who was my Allah before, and I let him go. So, now you see the result of this contradiction. So I would say even a 6-year-old whom Prophet Muhammad married at that time could tell the difference. Very easy, nothing to discuss on this, just that if you want to say, but the Muslims' minds, I could see, Surah 79, ayat 27 is what? Are you, it's saying more difficult to create. Look, nothing is difficult for Allah, so leave alone the more difficult or the less difficult, or, because Allah here says in Surah 29, ayat 19, it is easy for Allah. So even putting it like this in Surah 79 and 27, are you the more difficult in creation, or the heaven? Another translation. Are you more difficult to create, or the heaven more difficult? So that would be that the heavens are more difficult, or difficult to create, more difficult than you. And then Allah says it's easy for Allah. And why does He say this? So no, more difficult, less difficult, everything should be easy for Allah, not more or less, like that too. So that's the only point where the Muslims could come and refute this, which is completely, you can't refute it like that. Right? So I showed you why you can't refute it like that. So even a 6-year-old, maybe a baby could see, a 6, 7-year-old child can see the difference, the contradiction in this ayat, these two ayats, between these two ayats. Then I realized, so you can't believe in this anymore, for Allah uses such an argument or reason to tell you to believe in Him. His signs and His guides. And then how does Allah tell you this? He brings about Abraham also. So this is from Surah Ankabut, ayat 16 now, right? Since the ayat is from Surah Ankabut, ayat 19, I've put again in red in between. So you see, we've got three things in one. By showing you this easy contradiction, what do we have now? You can't believe in what Abraham has said to his people in Surah Ankabut, ayat 16. And when we sent Abraham, when he said to his people, now remember this, Abraham and all these messengers are a guide you must follow. If you take those ayats I took from Surah An-Nam or where, right? So you can't even follow the guides anymore, like Abraham. And we sent Abraham when he said to his people, serve Allah and be careful of your duty, meaning be careful of Him. Allah, this is best for you if you did but know. Then 17 of Surah Ankabut, you only worship idols besides Allah, and you create a lie. Surely they whom you serve besides Allah do not control for you any sustenance. Therefore seek the sustenance from Allah and serve Him and be grateful to Him, and to Him you shall be brought back. Seek the sustenance from Allah. Don't take war booty, spoils of war. Seek the... Anyhow, but right now we're on this. Very simple. Don't want to complicate it much. 18. So, idol worshippers, you can't believe in what Abraham is saying against idol worshippers. You cannot now believe in what the Quran ayats are saying here in Surah Ankabut against idol worshippers. You create a lie and serve besides Allah, who do not control for you any sustenance. It's all falling apart. Also in this ayat, 18, and if you reject the truth, meaning the truth, nations before you did indeed reject. Now you know why they rejected this, because it is not the truth. And nothing is incumbent on the messenger but a plain delivering of the message, and then you have Allah threatening them and all this. Before we deface, obliterate your faces. Believe in this. Fight them who do not believe in this. It's falling apart. 19 also. So 19 is the one from 19 against, and what it is stated in Surah Naziyah. Surah, I can never remember. Surah 79, ayat 27. Then, now why does Allah say what? Do they not consider how Allah originates the creation, then reproduces it? Surely that is easy to Allah. 20 of Surah Ankabut. Say, travel in the earth and see how He makes the first creation. Then Allah creates the latter creation. Surely Allah has power over all things. Falling apart. Since I showed you the contradiction. 21. He punishes whom He pleases and has mercy on whom He pleases, and to Him you shall be returned back. Falling apart. And you shall not escape in the earth. 22. And you shall not escape in the earth nor in the heaven. And you have neither a protector nor a helper besides Allah. And 23. And as for those who disbelieve in the communications, whatever is being communicated of the signs of Allah, the guides giving it to you, the messengers conveying it to you, and His meeting, they have despaired of my mercy. No, they haven't. And these it is that shall have a painful punishment. Falls apart. See, so He gives this ayat to tell you. So travel in the earth and see how He makes the first creation. It is so easy for Allah, but for you to see how He creates. Then Allah creates the ladder. So even prior to this, the ayats, you can see all of them falling apart all at once. From Surah, and I chose 16. You can look at it even before this Noah, Nu, Hazrat Nu, Arabic and English Noah. Wow, what a pronunciation by me. So now, what's the result? Right? All this falls apart. Against idol worshippers, against Abraham's saying, against truth, it being the truth, those who rejected it by the messenger's plain delivering of the message. Travel and see for yourself falls apart, for Allah is power over all things. Well, He punishes and He can't trust in these eyes anymore, and you shall not escape the earth. And as for those who disbelieve in the communications of Allah and His meeting, this ayat also falls apart. The whole Quran has fallen apart just by this very easy contradiction. So there it is, you have it. So everything should be easy for Allah, not more difficult or less difficult or even difficult, an ounce of difficulty for Allah, since when you read Surah Ankabut, ayat 19, and it is on creation, origination of creation, and repeating it even. Indeed, that for Allah is easy. So I showed you the word-by-word Arabic translation in my previous live stream. So this is it, we've got it. And so, what did Allah say in that ayat? If you find many contradictions, what should happen? Now this is one of the many contradictions, and this was the easiest one. So, if you find, then it is from other than Allah. Sorry, this this is so sleek, mobile. If you find many contradictions, so let's make it very. This is one of the, I think, short live streams here. Thank you for the likes. There's someone else who has liked this, right? So if you find many contradictions, now you can't trust in the messengers even mentioned in this Quran, right? You can't trust the signs mentioned in the Quran. You can't trust the communications sent to you and recorded in this book. Where's the Quran ayat? Find many contradictions, then it is from other than Allah. Trying to search it out very quickly. Let it be other than a very short, although tonight is, I think, yeah, tomorrow is Sunday, holiday for us. Surah Nisa 82. Now this is just one of the contradictions that not even a 6-year-old, perhaps Aisha, whom Prophet Muhammad married at that time, cannot see this. It's very obvious, very simple. Okay, since I couldn't find Quran.com, then do they not reflect upon the Quran? If it had been from any other than Allah, they would have found within it much contradiction, much incongruity, discrepancies, same word, contradictions, meaning contradiction, inconsistencies, all the same. Right? So that's it. Surah Nisa 82 tells you. And so among the many contradictions, this is, I think, one of the easiest. I thought I had found an easy one where we don't need to have a debate on, to show you earlier on in my live stream. But I think this is even the most easiest one. Even a 6-year-old perhaps would figure out that there is a contradiction between Surah 79 ayat 27 and Surah 29 ayat 19. Okay, thank you very much. Any questions? No? Among the other, thanks to Norway ex-Muslims on X, Allah created the sky first or the earth? So contradictions that Allah, Here in Surah 2, ayat 29 says, He is the one who created everything in the earth for you. Then you could say, oh, but he doesn't say he created the earth first, right? And then, anyways, Surah 79:28, he raised its masses. You can look at Surah 79:27. It's the heavens. He raised its masses and proportioned it. And the 30th ayat of Surah 79 is, and the earth. After that, he spread it out. So in Surah Baqarah 29, he says he created the earth first, or what is in it, and then he turned towards the heaven, forming it into 7 heavens. So, okay, you could say that the earth was created before the heavens, or what? Or together. And then you can, kind of do something like, doesn't say directly that he created. I know the Muslim mind, and I could see where I was also like, well, he didn't create, doesn't say he created the earth first. It doesn't say in both. But the other contradictions that I've shown you, very easy. Some of them, the easiest, the simplest contradiction, obvious contradiction, remember? More contradictions again. Surah 2, ayat 187, simple contradiction in the Quran, right? The mothers are none but those who give birth to them. Surah Mujadila, ayat 2. Then Surah Ahzab, ayat 6. His wives are their mothers. Pathfinder, hello. Timing. What is that? Sorry, I didn't. Is that the hourglass? So, many contradictions. Streams upon streams, live streams upon live streams on this. Lords on Lords. Surah 3, ayat 80, and then Surah 9, ayat 31. Just have to correct the translation of this. Surah Tawbah 31. And then you have a contradiction. In Surah 3 ayat 80, against Surah 3 ayat 80. Nor could he order you to take the angels and the prophets as lords. Would he order you to disbelieve after you had been Muslims, not believers? So you see that Masih ibn Maryam can be taken with Allah as Lord. Just a little bit of the mistranslations they give of the ayat, Arabic ayat, correcting it, and then there's a contradiction. So this is it. Pathfinder, do you have anything to say? If you are a Muslim, please speak now. And protect your religion honestly and truthfully. Please do that. Contradictions in Quran. Where is it now? So, here, very simple. And the result. See also the result of having a contradiction against Surah 29, ayat 19. In Surah 79, ayat 27. So I gave you the result and everything. Islam has fallen apart. Everything should be easy for Allah. No more difficult, no less difficult, even. Okay? Thank you so much. Anything? Wish you all a beautiful, wonderful weekend and days ahead. God bless you all. Bless your family members, your loved ones, your countries. And please be honest. Please be good. And a beautiful life, growing in beauty, blessings, blessed life, growing in blessings. Let's make this world a beautiful place to live in, a wonderful world. Okay, me going, leaving you with the truth and nothing but the truth, and to help you leave this false religion. It's not worth it holding on to lies, right? From the heart, my heart to yours, honestly, sincerely. Thank you so much.